are now around 3 months away from Stormblood, and this question will inevitably come up. What should I do to prepare for Stormblood? In reality, not that much. If you're a new player that recently started playing Final Fantasy, all you really need to do is keep up with your main story scenario, and don't worry about gear, because at the start of Heavensward there was a white gear vendor that matched you up with the eye level of the people that were keeping up with the gear previously, so you have nothing to worry about in that regard. Just follow the main scenario and you're gonna be fine. Really, that is where requirements end and wants and desires start. So now that you're finished with your main scenario, a desirable thing is to enter Stormblood with some money in your pocket, because no matter you're planning to raid or you're planning to level crafters, money in your pocket assures that you can, instead of farming ingredients, can just buy it off the market board, and instead of following the gear progression, you can just buy yourself up a little bit at the start of the raiding tier. Not gonna say how much of it is a money waste or not, but really the only way to assure that you're gonna keep up with everything for sure is to, well, have money, because materials can change, there can be new materials introduced in the expansion. Money doesn't go anywhere. Now, anything above that recommendation, if you're an aspiring raider and you're already doing the content, you can probably start looking for a raid group right now, because right now a lot of people are recruiting for 4.0. They have statics, they're going for world's firsts that will want to play with you for a while and test you on content that's available right now to choose to go with you or not. However, if you're not aiming for world's firsts, don't worry about it that much, because, well, honestly, there's always gonna be raid groups. There's gonna be people recruiting for it at the start of Stormblood. There's gonna be people recruiting for it in the middle of Stormblood. You're never too late on this train, unless you're aiming to be the first one on it. Outside of that, this is the game's low point. It's the chill out point. It's the point where gear no longer matters, so you're no longer tied to just trying to keep up until the next patch to make sure that you don't fall out of this train. So this is actually the point where you can do all of the things that you wanted to do, but you put it away until you have more time. For example, I am currently leveling tanks and crafters. I'm planning to have all of those at 60 before the start of Stormblood. I'm collecting my birds. I only have Zervan left. I'm farming the gold saucer because I want the flying chair. That's the last thing that I still don't have from the gold saucer. So yeah, this is a point where you make your own goals. And instead of just claiming that the game is boring, well, if you need a break, take a break. But instead of just going, oh, I'm bored, there's nothing currently to do, try out new things. Try going as a DPS, try going as a tank. Perhaps you're gonna enjoy those things, and it's sometimes surprising because you think that you're not gonna enjoy something and then you try it and then you do enjoy it. So that's kind of my point. You right now have the free reign to try things that you haven't tried before, consequence free, because you're not really falling back on anything, so it's the prime opportunity to do just so. So yeah, that is all I wanted to say. Enjoy your last months of Heavensward and see you in Stormblood.